All right, I didn't do a live yesterday because I just wasn't feeling right, and there's something that hasn't been feeling right for a while. Now, I think it's really important for a person. I don't know, maybe some people are different, but definitely for me and a lot of people I know, it's really important to spend a certain amount of time by oneself with no outside input. So just like spend some time in the dark, in a quiet place, just alone with your own thoughts, right? I think it's a really important thing because it's where you it's where you can find it's where you can learn what you want to do with your life and what you care about. It's where you get a lot of it's where you can learn a lot of stuff about yourself and your place in the world. So it's really important to spend time just by yourself, no phone, no computer, no movies, no video games, just silence and your own thoughts. Um, and that's something I've throughout most of my life. I've spent kind of a lot of time just in my own thoughts, like with no other input. Um, but I've not done it in a while. Because like a year and a half ago, I mean, many of you know, I just had some like life got hard and stressful and just uh, difficult situations. And I've managed to wrestle my way through it, and it's resolved as well as it's going to be, um, to an acceptable level. But during the worst of it, I just anytime I wasn't doing something, I just wanted like entertainment or something, just something to get my mind off. So every evening I'd watch a movie or play a video game or just do anything to get my mind off the stress, the difficulties, just off the world, off myself, and just think about something else. But the problem is when when you don't spend any time with your own thoughts, like stuff starts building up, you know, like demons start building up, and yeah, I got some crap in my head now and in my spirit, and like there's just kind of a mess in here, and I've gotten so used to just tuning out. Like I'll spend all day just working hard and doing things and keeping my mind occupied on that. And then in the evening, when it's quiet and there's no one around and it is dark and there's nothing on, I'll just put on a movie or a video game or just take my mind off myself and off of dealing with my own internal stuff, however I can. And yeah, I've decided that I need to fix that. And it's funny how difficult it is to do when you haven't done it in a while. Because before, like every day, I would spend a certain amount of time just quietly with myself and just processing, whatever happened in the day and what I want to do with my life, and just processing things, figuring out mistakes that I made, how I can do better, and just dealing with the demons so they don't turn into big demons. Um, but like the last 6 months, it's been really hard to sleep because like I get into bed, it gets dark and quiet, and my mind is just like downward spiral oh into bad stuff. And so um, yeah, right now, it's been a while since the sun went down, and the only electronic device I've turned on is this to do this live because I felt like I should share this. Um, and as soon as I turn this off, all I want to do is like turn on a movie or a video game or something to just get my mind off all the stuff I don't feel like dealing with. But I'm not going to. I'm actually going to turn off the internet and just turn off everything. Except my radio, not my radio, like walkie-talkie radio, for emergency communications and stuff. Just turn off everything else. Well, I'll leave the fridge on. You know what I'm talking about. And yeah, I'm just gonna spend the rest of the evening in my own thoughts. Gonna do some stretching and just process all these demons that have been building up that I really do need to deal with. Man, it's a it's a mess in there right now. I feel like dark, scary mess. Um, so yeah, let me just see what you guys are saying before I get out of here. Um, Bees, are we still? Yes, we're still live. Hello to everyone. How's the projects going? Pretty good. Well, I mean, when the sun's out, I'm just going from sun up till sundown, just all day. Today, I went to get the last of the boards from the jungle, the ones that I cut with the chainsaw. So they're on my boat right now. I didn't bring them in because I figured I'd just take them right off the boat up to the lumber mill tomorrow or whenever it's sunny. And then I did a bunch of digging today. Today I was just pretty much, well, because I was thinking about, dealing with these demons. I was just like, let me just turn everything off and just exercise really hard. Just push myself physically really hard. That always helps me deal with things, So yeah, I exhausted myself pretty good, and then ate a good dinner, and yeah. Let's see. D top. I don't know what D top is. Greetings, Jamie. Here. You've got this. All will come back together. Yeah, I'm confident that a week of just spending quiet time with my own brain will be plenty to just get things straightened out, and then I'll have to continue doing that like I used to always do. Yeah, you're a wise man, Jamie. Wise ass, maybe. The fact that I understand what you talk about makes me feel like I might not be a total idiot. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Mojo. Hey, everyone. Mansell, probably the longest one on YouTube by far that made it this far. More than 15 years on YouTube. There's probably a few other people. There's one guy that I know who's been on for a long time. I can't remember what his name is now, but he does he's kind of a silly guy. He does dance videos sometimes and stuff. I can't remember what his name is now. I don't know if he's been on as long as me, but somewhere around there. He's been on a long time. Oh, let's see. What type of movies do you like? I like inspirational movies where someone creates something. Like I don't like most of the modern movies where like all the superhero movies, for example. And I like comics and stuff, but it always bothers me that stuff just gets destroyed. So that you start the movie, a whole bunch of stuff gets destroyed. And, people save the world or whatever, but so much stuff gets wrecked, and then the end. I really like movies where you start and someone decides they want to accomplish something or create something. Somehow they want to create something. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a thing. And then they struggle and do whatever, and then they get to the end, and it's like they've accomplished it. And they have to go through all kinds of ups and downs and stuff. That's actually one of the reasons I made the Adventure Builder movie, because I was like, man, I can't find any movies where that's what happens, where people work hard on something, create something, and actually end up better at the end of the movie than they did at the beginning. Because all the movies today, it's something terrible happens, and then the hero has to minimize the destruction. That's not what life is about. Life is about making the world better, not preventing it from getting worse. Because if all you're doing is preventing it from getting worse, as much as you can, the things just keep getting worse. The real value is people working hard to create a better world. So I really like movies where people take on a big project and just carry a lot of responsibility and somehow create something that's create something by the end of the movie that makes the world more valuable than it was at the beginning. One really cool example of this is the first half of the Mosquito Coast. You know, dude goes in some I don't need to explain the whole movie, but like dude goes into the jungle, makes an amazing village, and does all this cool stuff and inventions. And then the second half of the movie, it all turns to crap. But the first half was really cool. Howdy, I just rotated all the carbide teeth in my helical cutter head for my planer. Highly recommend upgrading. Blades are awful. I also sharpened the teeth in my spiral cutter head, and it was so easy. Yeah, I mean, spiral cutter blades would be great, but you know, I have the straight ones, so I mean, I'm just gonna use them. Maybe I don't know. At the moment, they're working. I'm just gonna keep going with it. I seen the video where Josh went to go for your abandoned treehouse. Very great work. Not abandoned. Somebody owns it. I sold it to them, and I'm pretty sure someone still owns it. I don't think it's actually abandoned, although I have not been keeping up. Go for a run. Oh, sure. It says go for a run. Okay. One of the problems I've been having is that I strained my left calf. So I can't run. Like you know, throughout my whole life, like running has been one of the best just like stress relievers and ways to just process information and deal with stuff. I just go for a run, sometimes for like an hour or two or three. Sometimes I would just like, you know, some days when I really just had to like think, I would just go running basically all day. You know, stop for some. Well, in the city where I grew up, there were water fountains around the city, and I knew where like all of them were. And then I'd go out with a few dollars and like, you know, buy some snacks and like, you know, this would be on days when I don't have anything else, any other responsibilities or anything. I would just go out really early in the morning and just like run all day. That was really great for just processing information, you know. But yeah, right now my left calf is strained. It's not real bad, but if I run on it right now, I'll probably make it bad. So I have to, you know, rest it for a couple days. But one of the things that kind of preempted me doing this is, so I've got this calf strain right now, and right before that, I had like a I don't know, like a strained stomach muscle thing kind of in my hip flexor. So it was hard to lift up that leg. And then before that, there was another injury, and I was just getting these injuries like one at a time. And like I'd fix one, and then just another one would come right up. And it's not because of anything physical. It's because my mind and my spirit are kind of a mess, you know. Like why else would it be just one thing at a time? No, I'm too tense, you know. It's like right now my mind won't accept like 100% strength Jaimie. It's like, no, something is wrong, and it just gets tense and causes another like silly injury, right? So yeah, I really got to work out just the bugs in my brains, you know. Cheers, Jaimie. Go for a run. Yeah, go for a run. Sharpening carbide teeth. They are done in seconds, like sharpening a chisel rather than a long knife. If you chip on a knot, it's so easy to rotate. I've only changed my blades once or twice, and yeah, I don't have carbide teeth blades. That would be pretty sweet. Planer blades the past 4 years. Let's see. Demon ASMR. One of my favorite YouTubers was found dead the other day. Whoa, he drowned. It hit me harder than I thought it would. Man, that's yeah. I'll try not to be that guy. But I mean, man, life is fragile. It's amazingly fragile. It's incredible that so much life exists, considering how many things have to go right, like perfectly, to be alive. It's crazy. What the demons? You ask me what are the demons? Just, I mean, I could try to explain my demons, but it won't mean anything to you. You know, like when you go to bed and it's quiet and you're by yourself and your mind. Now, obviously, this doesn't happen every time you go to sleep, hopefully. But like, if you've ever had that experience where you go to sleep and it's quiet and you're just there with your own thoughts, and all your brain can do is focus on the negative, and it just keeps replaying like bad things from the past that give you a bad feeling, which makes you think of more bad things from the past, which gives you more bad feeling. And I'm sure it depends on people's mosquito. Yes. I'm sure it depends on people's past, but you know, probably most people have a fair amount of negative stuff that has either happened to them or that they've done, and they feel stupid about it, or just like they were treated poorly. And you know, I definitely have plenty of that stuff. And when I get stuck in that negative cycle, it's just like that's all my brain can think about is all the negative things that are like the worst things that have happened in my life, just playing over and over and over in my head. And it's just like, God, with this just shut up, you know, just stop it. And then, you know, just I don't know, but it gets fixed if I spend time. That's what I have to do. That's what I'm going to do as soon as I turn this off. I'm just going to spend time with those thoughts, process them, like deal with the hell of just going through it and saying, okay, you know, yeah, I did some really stupid thing when I was whatever, and it was horrible, but I learned from it, and then I didn't do that again. And you know, this person treated me really bad when I was too young and weak to defend myself, but you know, I learned I got stronger. I learned to take care of myself. I learned to defend myself. So I learned from it. So you know, it's just like I just have to go through all this and just process it correctly, and then all those horrible thoughts and memories and you know the demons, they go back to bed. But it's a kind of thing where they don't go back to bed forever. You know, they come up. They keep coming back up. But as long as you deal with them, you know, give yourself a reasonable amount of time, like alone time, where you're just with your own thoughts, where you can process that stuff. They don't build up or anything. It's just, you know, it gets really difficult when you've not been dealing with it for, like, I haven't been dealing with it for like a year and a half. So there's just a lot of crap built up, you know. That's what I mean by the demons. Just the downward spiral your brain can get into. Hobo shoestring. I have no idea what you're talking about. It always comes to pass. Don't let it get you down. Well, I mean, that's kind of what I'm talking about. Planar carbide teeth. Yeah, expensive, but do so much better. Yeah, maybe I should get some carbide blades for my planer. That'd be pretty sweet. I don't know. Right now it's working, so I'm not gonna worry about it. And I've got a lot of metal that I can still sharpen. Look forward to the future, like your birthday and the ABC meet and greet. I don't actually know if anyone's coming to the ABC, the Adventure Builder meeting. No one's like emailed me and like asked for directions and stuff like that. So maybe that's just not going to happen. I mean, my friend who lives right over there, he's coming, but maybe we'll just have a barbecue together and hang out. I don't know. Yeah, if anyone's actually coming, email me and let me know. Otherwise, maybe I'll just cancel and do it again next year. I mean, if anyone shows up, cool. But I don't know. People have lots of stuff to do, and I live pretty remote. Not the easiest place to get to. Meditation would be helpful. Well, that's kind of what I'm talking about is meditation. I guess I just wasn't using the word meditation. And I've been kind of getting okay. So when I would get get into this mental downward spiral, I would use meditation to kind of circumvent dealing with it, and you force myself to relax and go to sleep. But I need to actually just deal with the demons, do that meditation. You need to focus on body energy. I mean, you don't know what I need to focus on. You know what you need to focus on. You don't know what I need to focus on. But yeah, on energy body. Yeah, I don't know. Hope you have a great inspired. Hope you have a great inspired coming week. You've made such incredible progress. I rewatched the movie and enjoyed it immensely. Thanks for sharing your work and ideas. Planar blades are fragile items. You doing physical and mental, but you need focus on energy. It's a balance. I don't know what you're saying to me right now. Like I think you would need a much bigger sentence to explain it. But the thing is, I'm not going to be receptive to what you're saying because I don't care right now because I already know what I have to do. So you could be telling me exactly what I'm saying that I need to do, and I'm not going to hear it anyway because I already know what I need to do. Lambo drives Zambo. They dull and chip very quickly. If they're the old style, carbide teeth can cut against grain over knots, not dull. Hey man, sorry to hear. I'm totally guilty of this, not giving myself time to process stuff, and I have plenty of crap to process. Take care. Magnes, you should do it too. Why don't you do it too? Turn off all your stuff and just spend the evening in your own screwed up thoughts, and kind of do a house cleaning. Get it straightened out. It's a good thing to do. It's hard to do if you haven't done it in a while. The fact I'm standing shirtless, about to shave, cut my hair, odd bonding here somehow. I could definitely use some shave. Have you seen Fly Away Home? No. Is it good? I don't know. I don't care about movies right now. I just gotta focus on this thing. Let's see. I'm just gonna kind of go through these quick because we said mosquito. We said mosquito coast at the same time. That's funny. He makes ice in the jungle. I do make. Yeah, the mosquito coast guy makes ice in the jungle. I also make ice in the jungle, but I didn't make my ice making machine. I don't watch movies anymore. Very good, Arc. Yeah, I'm turning off the movies. Yeah, I mean, that kind of stuff is mostly a waste of time. It's just like a distraction from what's really important. I mean, some movies are useful, but most of them it's just a distraction from life. I noticed you had a swing arm mill in Vermont. I remember it being a band side. Did you have both? I did build both. Yeah. Or am I mistaken about everything? Yeah. When I was in Vermont, I built a bandsaw first, and then I built a swing blade mill. I like the swing blade much more. Let's see. You have the perfect setting to try mushrooms. I do have a milling machine, yes. Not surprised you're injured. You beat the crap out of yourself. I guess it's the price of being awesome. No, I'm not injured. I'm not injured because of any of the work I do. I'm actually still able to do all the work that I'm doing. Like I carried a whole bunch of boards out of the jungle today, for miles and miles, just carrying heavy stuff on my back and, going around with a wheelbarrow. No, it's I actually strained my calf going for a relaxing run, which to me is stupid because I've run all my life. It has nothing to do with the physical problems. It's a mental thing. I'm too tense, and Anyway, I'm gonna straighten it out. I can't just leave it any longer. I gotta fix it. Just letting you know that I listen to all these lives usually while doing something, and I very much enjoy them. Excellent. You seem like a cool dude. All the best. Thanks, man. What's your favorite spice? I don't know. Well, I'm growing oregano, so I eat that a lot. Maybe ginger, actually. I like ginger a lot. What's being printed? Adventure. So much cool stuff. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff going on. I think your body can't keep up. You're a giant spirit. No, my body can definitely keep up. It's well, and this is one of the things actually. So if my how do I explain this? So I could just force my body to keep doing things, um, and say, okay, I've got this little injury, and then whatever, just keep going, and maybe end up getting some hospital operation at some point to fix something. But the problem is I can't accept that. I don't have time for that stuff, and I can't just get operations to fix things if they're broken. So I really do need to get my mind and my spirit in tune with my body, so I don't get injuries. Because whenever I have that stuff together, I don't get any injuries. I do ridiculous amounts of hard work, and I don't get injured from anything. It's when something's wrong up here and in here that's when the injuries come. Let's see. Are those bad things or just thoughts of regret? Wait, what? What is this? I have dirt. Yeah, I didn't think I had a dot there. All right, I just gotta skip. This is funny. Like the last live I did, there were not many comments, but now there's like tons of comments. Okay, I gotta skip through the rest. You guys are saying excellent stuff right now, and this could lead to a really good conversation. Hey Jaimie, where in Massachusetts did you live? I lived in Newton, yeah, right by Crystal Lake, and then I lived in Cape Cod for a little while. Do I like Muslims? I don't know. Maybe a nice night fish to clear your mind. No, to clear my mind, I really need to do nothing. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I know I'm skipping a bunch of comments, and I try not to do that. I try to answer them all, but yeah, I gotta go sit in my darkness and just process some demons. And it's a really hard thing to do when you haven't done it in a while. But I know like a week from now, I'm gonna feel so much better. So, all right, I'm gonna get out of here. You lived in Newton? Yes. Did you ever go to the Gramingham Mall? I don't know. I didn't really go to malls much. I used to bike from Newton to Haymarket, Farmers Market, every weekend. That was my favorite thing to do in Boston. That Farmers Market's amazing. Do you regret the move, or do you think you chose correctly? I don't know. I think I love it here. It's amazing here. Yeah, that I don't regret. But in terms of choosing correctly, I don't know. It's like when you have life, you got to pick something. I think the worst decision you can make is not to choose anything. And I had this conversation with someone recently about one of our mutual friends who just kind of did nothing with her life because she didn't choose anything. I think that's the worst choice. Choosing anything is better than choosing nothing. And then I think I made pretty good choices about where I'm living and all that stuff. There's probably somewhere better, but this is pretty awesome. So I don't really regret that at all. And every once in a while, I think about what it would be like to move back to a city, and I'm like, oh, oh God, like freedom gone. Oh, all right. You know what you have to do. Thank you, BK Broiler. You are absolutely correct. I'm going to go do it. I hope everyone has an excellent time. And don't forget to deal with your darkness. Do the kids ever get hurt? Yeah, I mean... Okay, I'm out of here. And I wish everyone the best. Take care.